He was about to be a dad. Yeah, she.
Warning! Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
He was about to be a dad. Yeah, the baby due December the 26th, a day after Christmas. It's a boy, his first son, a junior. How do a 5-minute argument lead to a murder? You murdered my son for no reason.
Caroline says Linnell was one of 6 kids.
I was hoping that they would bury me not bury them.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
He was about to be a dad. Yeah, the baby due December the 26th, a day after Christmas. It's a boy, his first son, a junior. How do a 5-minute argument lead to a murder? You murdered my son for no reason.
Caroline says Linnell was one of 6 kids.
I was hoping that they would bury me not bury them.
Hey. Oh, what was that? Where'd that come from? It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. What's goody, baby? What's goody in your city, baby? It's good over here on my block. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. But no, thank y'all so much for joining tonight. I haven't done a live show by myself in a week and a half, a week, 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks. Last Monday we had a guest, and so the Monday before last, that was the last time I did a live by myself. Actually, no, I had a guest. Yep, I had a guest that Monday as well. So I'm by myself today, baby. I'm solo down low. I'm solo down low. So I really hope y'all enjoy the show. Let's go ahead and take that banner down, baby, because we are here. We are here. We are in the building. I'm getting messages, and the messages, y'all, when I tell y'all, I cannot wait till tomorrow. Let me get my paper together. Can y'all see it? Please go vote. I don't write nothing down, y'all, for my show. But I had to write that down because I know I will forget. I done had so many people, especially my daddy. Oh my gosh. My daddy is just telling everybody to vote. Is just telling everybody to vote. I'm like, yes, daddy. But I've been forgetting. So make sure y'all go vote tomorrow. If you did not do early voting, tomorrow is the day, baby. Tomorrow is the day that we will find out. Well, actually, we won't find out probably till the next day. Once y'all go to sleep and wake up in the morning. Some of y'all gonna stay up all night long to find out. So for the ones that's gonna go to sleep, y'all gonna find out tomorrow who the winner is. And I think we already know who the winner gonna be. At least we hoping we know who the winner gonna be. But I can't talk about all of that because I got a nonprofit. So that's why we don't do politics over here at PGT time. But baby, we got enough crime to talk about. Okay. So again, I cannot say it enough. Please, please, please make sure y'all go and vote. Okay. Now, another thing, I cannot start this show without saying rest in peace, baby. We all got hit hard today. We all got hit hard today when we found out that none other than Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones passed away today. It could have been last night. We find out sometime the next day. But we all found out the news today. Definitely heartbreaking. So please keep his family in your prayers and rest in peace to Quincy Jones. Baby, he was that man. You know what I'm saying? He was that man. He did a lot. When I say he did a lot for our community. Other communities too, but he definitely did a lot for our community. And we thank him. We thank him. He did his job and he did a damn good job at it just as well. So well done, Quincy Jones. Well done, and rest in peace. This is gonna be one man that we will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Um, just all the people that he done put on. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Quincy Jones. All right, y'all. Now we got some updates. Hey, Josette, I see you out there in the building, baby. I see you. We got some updates tonight, and then we also got some announcements. So y'all know I like to get into the announcements first. So let's go ahead and make this quick. Toy Drive, Joyful Treasures. Isn't that a pretty name? Joyful Treasures Toy Drive. I am collabing with what does that say? uh Big Bow World. Big Bow World. I know his mama name is Miss Bella, baby. Bella has been on the show. She lost her son to gun violence. And then we also have the Kiwi Foundation. That is the Tory Lang family. Me, Teresa, and Bella, we decided to collab um for a toy drive. Also thanks to Toys for Tots just as well. So we will be giving away toys at Redan Recreation Center, 1839 Phillips Road, Lithonia, Georgia, 30058, baby. Time is 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. This will be December 22nd, 2024. And for any additional details, please contact me, 470-620-9916. Do not call me on no BS because you will get hung up on. Or I'll put Poolie on the phone because he'll do it too. And this is also for needy families. This is for needy families. If your family is in need, please, please, please make sure that you hit us up so you get these babies some Christmas gifts. Now, we can't fill up your whole tree. Let me take myself down and make sure I make that clear. We can't fill up your whole tree. Okay? We can assist you. We can assist you. We can assist you with some Christmas gifts, okay? We cannot fill up your whole damn tree. Explicit language, and also allegedly. Next, this is an announcement that I have not made at all. I need to change that price just as well. But I am hosting. I am a host now, you guys. So I am hosting an event for Miss Khadidra. Her event is called Intelligent Minds Smooth Me Bar Presents Remember Me Banquet. And this is going to be at the New Black Wall Street Market, the Pink Lion Room. That's 8109 Mall Parkway, Stonecrest, Georgia, 30038. Hosted by your girl, Miss Peachy, baby, CEO of Peachy Tea Time Podcast. The price is $40, not 20. $40. Okay. She just changed it today. Shout out to Khadijah, baby. She just changed it today. Khadijah was another mom that came on to Peachy Tea Time. And so this is something that she does every year. And thank God she asked me to host it this year. So I'm excited. I'm excited to host. It's going to be February 15th, 2025 from 7 to 11 p.m. DJ Remega will be in the building, baby, with on the ones and twos. It is a cash bar, okay? It is a cash bar. And again, $40. $40. That's it. And it will also include your meal. Okay. So come on out there, support your girl. Okay. And support a great cause, most importantly. Support a great cause. The Remember Me Banquet. All right. Wednesday. Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday. We have a new mom, Miss Demisha Cooper and the family. She will be coming on to tell her loved one story, which is her daughter, Kyla Cooper. A lot of people here in Atlanta are aware of this story. It was all over the news, all over the blogs. Y'all gotta tune in. If you read the little statement I have on the side, it says, "My daughter went to tell him she was pregnant. She had no idea his other chick would pull up on her and take her life." Okay, so y'all tune in on Wednesday. We do have a commercial. Yes, we have a commercial. We got 2 commercials, y'all. We do have a commercial tonight. With all the guests that will be on as far as the families for the month of November. So make sure y'all stick around for that so y'all can see that commercial. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get this show started? Because baby, we got a lot. We got a lot. When I say a lot, we got a lot to cover tonight. But of course, we got to get into our updates. Okay, we got to get into our updates first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get into Shanquella. I know y'all remember Shanquella. I covered Shanquella's story. Oh my gosh. I think that was the longest topic that I covered on several different shows until I just got tired. I'm just going to be honest. Until I got tired, I said, until something new come out, that's when I cover it. Until then, we moving on because we got so much stuff to cover when it comes to crime, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this update on Shanquella, baby. I think we've been waiting on something. We've been waiting to hear something about Shanquella and the Cabo 6. I know y'all remember, but in case y'all don't, it's going to give you a reminder. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
Well, today marks 2 years since the death of Shanquella Robinson. That's a name many of us remember. In fact, her case went viral on social media after this video was released showing Shanquella Robinson involved in a fight inside her hotel room. An autopsy report revealed Robinson's neck was broken and her spinal cord was cracked.
The Charlotte native died in October of 2022 while on a trip to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. In November of that year, an arrest warrant was issued for an unnamed person in connection to her death. But by April of last year, the Justice Department announced they would not be prosecuting the case. Now Shanquella's parents have announced a new lawsuit targeting the 6 people that were on vacation in Mexico with Shanquella. WBTV's Claire Kopsky has been digging deeper into this new lawsuit. So Claire, what can you tell us?
Well, just reading through the contents of the lawsuit is enough to make your stomach churn. The family saying today that they didn't want to put more personal information about their loved one out there, but they're seeking justice. And they also want the U.S. government to hold someone accountable. A mother never gets over the loss of a child.
I was close with my daughter. Very close to her.
That pain of loss has been even greater for the mother of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson.
And I'm fed up with this stuff. I need justice for my child.
2 years after her death, this mother says she still doesn't have any closure. Since federal authorities announced they would not press charges, Robinson says she filed a lawsuit against the individuals who were on the trip with her daughter, who've been dubbed as the Cabo 6, as well as the FBI and the United States State Department.
The family deserves closure. They deserve answers. Every American citizen deserves that. That is what those are their constitutional rights. That's what we're asking for those constitutional rights to be honored.
The lawsuit states that multiple public records requests were filed seeking records of the FBI's investigation. The FBI responded to the most recent request, saying that the request would take 5 years, calling the inquiry complex.
Obviously, would be an even more significant delay, even more significant erosion of evidence in the case, memories of witnesses, etc. So it's an unacceptable response.
Among the documents included in the complaint filed is the Cabo Villa's guest register that includes Shanquella's signature alongside the Cabo Sixes. Also included is the interview report conducted by Mexican investigating authorities from the doctor who was called to the villa who suggested Shanquella needed to be taken to the hospital. Another report included the necropsy that was conducted by the Mexican State Attorney General's office. It concludes that her cause of death was violent. All this pointing to a brutal death that this family feels someone needs to be accountable for.
We should have been had justice. Even if they couldn't arrest the whole Cabo Six, some of these people should have been already in jail long time ago.
Well, next up in this case, each of the individuals listed on this suit will be served. They'll have 21 days to respond before the next step in this case gets going. If you want to read the whole lawsuit, we have it listed in this story on our website. Live in Charlotte, I'm Claire Kopsky, WBTV.
All right, we got a new background. We got new graphics, baby. I hope y'all enjoy it. This was such a sad situation. I remember this like it was yesterday. It went viral. It went everywhere. Like everybody knew who Shanquella was. Everybody. And we all knew who Cabo Six was. They ended up going to Mexico. She didn't even want to go, but she decided to go anyways. And they beat her down. It was like a couple of the girls that beat her down. The other guys, some of the guys was there laughing. I mean, just being very, very horrible. I also showed y'all footage of some of the stuff that y'all didn't see on social media, which was when before they jumped her or whatever, she was just walking around with her towel on. I don't know if y'all remember that one, but she was walking around with her towel on, and the girls, they was all in the room huddling like they finna talk about what they finna do to her. And I think they was, allegedly. I think they was. But yeah, it was just a shame. And then they all came back, and one of the gentlemen, he kept going on live, talking about he ain't do it. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I was rubbing her head. You know, he just saying BS. Just spitting out BS. And then one of the guys that was supposed to be her friend, he went over to the mama house. Ate good, everything. And they lied to her mama and told them that she was she died of alcohol poison. So it was just a big old mess. Mexico couldn't do nothing about it. Here in the States couldn't do nothing about it. So now she had filed a lawsuit. This lawsuit came out a few days ago. So we're gonna keep praying. We're going to keep praying because I think every last one of us want to see them go to jail. Flat out. I want to see them all go to jail. I really want to see them all go to jail. And not only that, when the young ladies would go out to like the bars or the clubs or something, they would jump on them every single time. It seemed like every time they would go out, they would get jumped on because of the Shanquella situation. So it's been a little quiet. They've been low key for about a good year, but now I think some noise is about to be raised. So we will keep our ear in the streets, baby. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. I'm following it. So we got another update. We have another update. Do y'all remember the husband and wife that had the daycare center? I know somebody remember this. I covered it on PGT time. The husband and wife, the wife owned the daycare center. The officer was the husband was a police officer, and the wife owned the daycare center. But the husband would go and help out at the daycare center. I think he was like the driver or something of the kids. And he was touching on some of the kids. Y'all remember that? And then the wife got mad and went to the hotel when she found out about it. And he was at the hotel. And she went to the hotel and they got into it real bad and she shot him. But he ain't died. But she ended up getting arrested. Y'all remember that? Huh? And remember, I ended up doing another show on it. And I showed y'all like the whole interview of the wife while she was in prison because she was trying to come back up for an appeal. Well, she ended up getting 4 years and he walking free. But he only was walking free because they had to wait through trial and everything. So they didn't lock him up and have him stay. He had a bond. She had to stay in. She got to do 4 years. I think she may have done 2 years. Don't quote me on that. She might have like 2 more years to go. I'm not sure about that at all. I can check it out and see. And I can let y'all know probably on the next show. Not on Wednesday, but probably on Friday. But I got an update. I have an update on that, y'all. So the husband went back to court. That bastard. He went back to court, baby. But I still don't like that he walked right on out with a smile on his face. So check these couple clips out, baby.
Breaking news.
That breaking news at 11 o'clock, guilty on all counts. That is the verdict a jury handed down tonight against a former Baltimore police officer, James Weems, accused of molesting children at his wife's daycare. Welcome to the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. Weems did not appear to show any emotion in the courtroom when he learned his fate tonight, and he is at the Baltimore County Detention Center being held without bond. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren has covered this trial gavel to gavel, is in your corner tonight with what was certainly emotional reaction from the courthouse in Towson.
James Weems Jr. was immediately taken into custody. He is now facing 2 possible life sentences. The defendant in an open-collared white dress shirt walked into court before the verdict, free for the last time.
He's guilty. Finally got everything. Put him where he deserves. Lock him up.
There was relief outside the courthouse after jurors found him guilty on all counts for sexually abusing, raping, and showing pornography to a girl now 12 years old who attended Little Kids Castle, the daycare his ex-wife operated in Owings Mills.
Justice for all the babies. The ones that we don't know about, the ones that we do know about, everybody.
Weems, a retired Baltimore police officer, drove the van at the daycare and admitted looking at pornography while taking the children to their schools. But he claimed he never intentionally showed it to them or touched anyone. The jury didn't buy it and believed the girl who broke down in tears following her testimony.
What do you want to say on behalf of the victim?
She's loved. She's very loved. She has a ton of support. We all have her back. We always will.
She's incredibly brave. There are adults who do not have the bravery that she has. And I mean, seeing what happened in that courtroom, you can certainly understand it. I am absolutely in awe of her strength.
Prosecutors have charged Weems with abusing other children and may bring other cases.
With a second-degree rape conviction, he can get 15 years mandatory minimum without parole, up to life. So at this point in time, our plan is to go to sentencing, see what the sentence is, and we can make a decision at a later date.
Weems' former wife, Shanquella, also testified. She shot him at a Washington, D.C. hotel in a confrontation just days after she learned of the allegations. She remains in prison serving a 4-year sentence.
I'm happy for these kids that's getting justice. I'm just thanking God because this could have went another way.
What do you think Shanquella would say?
She'd be cussing, but she will be thanking God too.
He's where he should be.
Prosecutors asked for enhanced penalties in this case because of the victim's age. Sentencing will take place in early January. In your corner at Towson Circuit Court, Mike Helgren.
Yeah, that sounds about right. His old ass don't need to come back out on the streets no more. It's just sad that they let him walk up out of there. And that's one of the things that I don't understand. Why do they give them the opportunity to take their own life? Why do they give them the opportunity to run to Mexico, to run wherever out of the country where ain't nothing we can do about it here in the States? Once they told him 2 consecutive life sentences, why is y'all letting him go back out? For what? For what? I'm sure he ain't got no little kids that he need to make sure who gonna watch them, who ain't gonna watch them. And there's people that do got little kids, and y'all still don't give them the opportunity in our community to go and make sure that their kids is okay. Go and make sure that auntie and them over there gonna keep them and not have them ripping and running the streets. Y'all don't give a lot of people in our community that opportunity. But I guess because he was a former police officer, ex-police officer, whatever, he get to go right on back home and try to take himself up out of here. That's what I'm calling it. So here goes a second clip on that. Here we go.
Testimony in the trial of a former police officer accused of abusing children at his wife's daycare in Baltimore County. Hello, everybody. I'm Rick Ritter. Welcome to WJZ's All Local News at 6. Just moments ago, a 12-year-old girl wrapped up her testimony in the trial of James Weems Jr., the former Baltimore officer accused of molesting her. The defendant's ex-wife, who owned that daycare where the alleged abuse happened, also took the stand today. And WJZ investigator Mike Halgren in your corner at the Circuit Courthouse in Towson with what they told a jury today.
A warning, some of the details in this report are disturbing. A little girl who says she was abused by the defendant clutched her teddy bear when she took the witness stand just a short time ago. Her testimony was both halting and heartbreaking, and she left in tears after direct examination. The defense later tried to highlight inconsistencies when they cross-examined her. But we begin with the testimony of Shanquella Weems, the ex-wife who was not allowed to tell jurors that she shot her former husband and remains in prison for it.
Miss Weems did something that she felt was worth it to protect those children. So she's been held accountable. Now it's his turn.
Tony Garcia represents Shanquella Weems. She shot James Weems Jr. when she learned of allegations he'd been abusing children at her daycare, Little Kids Castle. Shanquella took the witness stand recounting the day she heard the allegations. I had a lot of questions trying to figure out what was going on. I was overwhelmed, distressed. She says her husband was very calm. He didn't ask any questions.
I'm disappointed that she did not go into what happened at the shooting because I think the jury needs to know why a person that rational, that calm, that, focused and reasonable, why would she snap like that? Unless something happened.
Prosecutors allege Mr. Weems showed pornography to a then 10-year-old girl in the daycare's van, which he regularly drove, and later sexually abused the child. Telling jurors in their opening statement, while he's waiting to pick up children, he's getting himself in the mood, watching videos of older men like himself having sex with young-looking girls like the victim.
You hear teen, child associated with it. It's a lot for a jury to take in. And then when Ms. Weems is asked about it, her first words were, "I would never. That's disgusting. That's gross."
The defendant, seen here leaving court in an open-collared white dress shirt, has declined to comment. But his lead attorney told jurors he denies abusing any children. He was using pornography, and he had sort of an addiction to pornography, and he had some sites on his phone, but never ever, even one time, did he give the victim his phone and ask her to look at these sites.
Is it an injustice that he just walked out of this courthouse and she is in shackles?
Yeah, that's the hurtful feeling, like, he's walking around and she's sitting in prison. I'm going to always support my sister, no matter what.
Mr. Weems plans to testify in his own defense. In your corner in Towson, Mike Halgren, WJZ.
And beyond disturbing, Mike.
Lord, that's so disturbing. That's just so disturbing. I guess he, because he walking out with a smile on his face, okay? Like laughing, kicking, all that stuff. I'm sure he's hurt. I'm sure he's going to go home. I hope go home, get on his knees and ask God for forgiveness. But at the same time, that man probably like, look, I done went through all these kids. I done went through the teenagers. I done went through the young adults. I done had them all. Send me to prison. Got something new to do. It's not funny. It's not funny. He probably can't wait to go to prison. He probably can't wait. He said he finna get it all the time. Get it in, get it in, get it in. But at this time with men. Because he done went through everything out here in the world. So he ready to go inside the prison and see what he could do up in there. Okay? So when they do get him, we won't see him back out in the streets no more. It's just sad, like they said, that his wife came out in shackles, because she shot him due to him doing these to these girls at her daycare center. But then she got to go back in shackles, and he get to leave out with a smile on his face. He can. I'm telling you, go vote, go vote. All right, y'all. Let's get into this next clip, baby. We got a couple more clips before we get into our commercial break. This one is called One Hit. I don't know what happened, but all I know is one hit. But something happened. Here we
go now to a man fighting for his life after being viciously attacked in a parking lot in Detroit.
This happened Sunday night outside Galaxy, Coney Island on the city's west side, and the brutal assault was caught on camera.
7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed breaking down the shocking video and who police now have in custody.
A 68-year-old man was physically assaulted right at the Galaxy Coney Island on Grand River and Schaefer. Beware, what you're about to watch is graphic, and also a reminder to always be vigilant.
Oh my goodness, it's getting dangerous out here.
That's an area resident, Rosalind Pearson's reaction when she saw the security footage. It's 6:24 p.m. Keep a close eye on this man, holding a pipe-looking object, patiently waiting for his victim. Right here, you can see the 68-year-old walking out the Coney Island, holding his to-go bag in one hand and a drink in the other. In a matter of seconds, the suspect approaches the man. And seeing this video, it appears the man is hit with what looks like a pipe in an unprovoked attack. As the man lies motionless, the suspect walks away.
I mean, you take the bus over here, you would have never thought something like this would happen.
Sure would, especially coming out of that Coney Island. And I go in there sometimes.
I also spoke to the owner of the Coney Island, who says this is the first time something like this has happened on his property. He also shared the footage, keeping public safety in mind and to help spread the word that no matter where you are, always be aware of your surroundings.
Watching this makes you think like you want to be really cautious.
I gotta beware. I hardly don't come out really unless I get a ride or something.
The 35-year-old suspect is in custody, and Detroit police tell me they're still investigating the case and the motive behind the attack. I also got a chance to speak to the victim's family. They did not want to go on camera, but they tell me he is in the ICU with multiple injuries. He is expected to recover, but has a long road ahead of him in terms of recovery. From the west side, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 News Detroit.
Damn shame. I don't know about y'all, but the way that man walked off, he didn't run. He didn't have a getaway car. Like, this man stood on the side, in front of the door, on the side of the door. He ain't hide on the side of the building. He was right there on the side of the door, waiting on this man to come out. And this man was 68 years old. My mama just turned 70. And I'm like, oh. But at the same time, y'all, to me, it got to be a motive. Like, something happened. This man, this 68-year-old man, maybe he did something, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Allegedly, whatever y'all want to call it. But to me, just by looking at that video, it looked like a person that knew that man did something bad, and he was finna hurt him. And he did. Thank God the man still alive to tell his story. Because he gonna tell it. He gonna tell somebody. He possibly. Hey, Amber. Hey, Jenny's Justice. That's Tammy. He gonna tell it. He might not tell the truth if it's something really, really bad. You know, like if he had been touching on somebody's child type, he might not tell that. But something happened. I mean, For him just be standing there waiting on him, that's my thing. And he wasn't hiding waiting. And then he didn't run. He walked away like nothing happened. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna pray for this man. We're gonna pray for his family too. And hopefully he'll recover well and be able to tell the story. He can tell it right here on Peach Tea Time if you want to. We'll welcome him with open arms. We ain't gonna hit him. We ain't gonna mess him up at all. Cause we virtual. All right, y'all. Let's get into our next clip before our commercial break, baby. This one is called All Over a Cell Phone. Really? And it's her cell phone on top of that? Here we go.
One mother wants justice after her daughter was killed over the weekend during a dispute. It all happened in North Houston near the Greensport area. We have Fox 26's Leslie Delaspore, where the shooting all happened. And Leslie, you spoke with the mother earlier, and what did she have to tell you?
Yeah, I did. Dorothy Galloway says that she is heartbroken and is just trying to process her daughter's loss. These are the tears no mother wants to cry.
1 minute I'm crying, the next minute I think about her happiness, I get happy. The next minute I might be crying again.
Dorothy Galloway is grieving the loss of her 17-year-old daughter, Lauren Galloway, a bright light in her life.
A live wire. She was a live wire since birth. Always happy, family oriented. Everybody's. If you would have met her, you was gonna be auntie. And she was always happy. You know, party. She loved music. She liked to rap. I mean, since I can't touch her anymore, I just go every day. I want to hear her music. Just want to hear her music or listen to her videos.
But now, memories are all Dorothy has after the Harris County Sheriff's Office says her daughter was shot multiple times here in this parking lot at the Costa Ibiza apartment complex after an altercation with a man. Lauren's mother says Lauren's friend told her the argument started over a phone and the man who pulled the trigger was not Lauren's boyfriend.
All she wanted was her phone, because the girl took her phone. The girlfriend and the girlfriend homeboy came over there to where Lauren was. They arguing and fussing and fighting. They brought it outside, and the girlfriend passed the homeboy the gun and told her if she come my way, shoot her. But my thing is like, why so many times? Why, when she went on the ground, you still shot her more times? 5 to 6 times.
Now, the Harris County Sheriff's Office says that they are still trying to identify a suspect. And if you have any information, you are urged to call either their office or Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in North Houston, Leslie Delaspore, Fox.
Yeah, I just got one thing to say. We go to this commercial break. Please teach our kids how to resolve conflicts. That's what all this boils down to. Every conversation, every clip, everything we talk about amongst crime, not just me, Jason, and Pooley, and Charlotte, but anybody that's having a conversation. If you're talking about crime, crime happens because a person doesn't know how to resolve conflict. So teach your kids, please. If something don't belong to them, tell them to keep their hands off of it. It's that simple. That ain't that simple to get it through their heads. I know that. But keep pressing on. Keep teaching your kids. You got to. These teachers ain't gonna do that much. So do your part as a parent at home. Okay? Now, next month, baby, we doing raw and uncut. Do you hear me? The flyer will be out tomorrow. The official flyer will be out tomorrow. I have asked 2 people to co-host with me for the month of December for 3 shows, 3 weeks, every Wednesday. The first 3 Wednesdays of the month, we are doing a raw and uncut edition of PGT Time. Baby, we talking to everybody. We talking to the mamas that know your child out there with these guns and these tools and everything else, and you ain't saying nothing. You just sweeping it up under the rug, baby. When I tell you, oh, we going in. And this is one of the co-hosts, Miss Tammy Davis, baby. A lot of y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. But yes, Tammy Davis, she is going to be one of the co-hosts. The second co-host is going to be my friend, my sister, Miss Tiffany Owens. And baby, we're going to cut up. And we're going to have 7 mothers each show that's going to be just as raw and just as uncut. Okay? She said, hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Can't wait to have you, girl. I cannot wait to have you. We are going to have a blast, but at the same time, baby, we going to be raw and uncut. YouTube don't want to pay me anyway, so hey, what the hell? We might as well go ahead and try to save some lives, save some souls, and everything else. Gonna save. Probably save some of y'all life from y'all kids, too. The ones that y'all scared of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we coming. It's coming for everybody, except for the ones that watch PGT Time all the time, and y'all do good by y'all kids, just like me. Shout out to us. Y'all know I gotta get some type of laughter in there somehow. All right, y'all. Let's go to our commercial break. For those that is not aware, we got a lot of people in here tonight. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. But for those that is not aware, every Wednesday when we have a family on the show, I create a tribute video for them. So now I have branched out. Y'all. Yes. I am ready to start doing tribute videos for you, your family, anybody that lost a loved one. Even if you just got a party that you had and you want to put a video together for the party, I got you. I'm your girl. Hit me up, okay? So let's get into this commercial, and then we get into our Monday night commercial. And baby, when we come back, you don't want to miss when we come back, baby. This girl done left her toddler in the car, y'all, so she could go in the bar and get her a couple drinks.
Remembering a life, honoring a legacy. When words fall short, let Miss Peachy help you tell the story. Miss Peachy will create a custom heartfelt memorial tribute video that celebrate your loved one's life in a way that truly reflects their spirit and the love you shared. With thoughtful care, Miss Peachy will craft each video from the heart, preserving precious memories in a lasting tribute. Tailored packages to suit your needs. Fast 24 to 48-hour delivery. Genuine, compassionate service. Let Miss Peachy help honor your loved one legacy with a keepsake that will be cherished forever. Contact Miss Peachy by email or by phone for a tribute video made from the heart.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all enjoying the show? Is y'all enjoying the show, baby? We are getting it in each and every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are on Roku TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also follow me on Twitch and IG just as well, baby. Each and every Monday. Where I'm solo dolo, baby. Unless I got a special guest. But I love y'all so much. It's so important that you share these videos. So please continue to share. I love you all. Bye.
Heaven gained an angel. Heaven gained another angel. And all I have are these memories. All I have are these memories. If I know you're in a better place, why does it still feel this way? I know heaven gave an angel, and all I have are these memories. If I had one wish, I'd use it just to see you again, just to spend one more day with you. I'd give you every second, sitting on the porch just to hear your voice, watching the sunset, hoping when it gets to heaven, you'd.
Yeah, I did it. I did it all. Every commercial you just saw, I did it. Did it all by myself. Thank you, Jesus. He helped me. Thank you, Lord. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. He helped me in my time of need. Okay, let me quit. Okay, the Lord knows my heart. He knows my heart. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on with this toddler that was left in the car. It is not funny. They done left this baby in the car, y'all. They done left the toddler in the car. And guess what happened to the car? Do y'all want to hear? Hey, make this go viral podcast. Hey, boo. Do y'all want me to tell y'all what happened with this car? Or do y'all want to hear it on the news? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you because I want to tell you anyway. Yeah, the car got towed. They done told the car and the baby. I don't know if she was illegally parked, but baby, they done told the car and the baby. Ain't nobody looking in this car to make sure there wasn't nobody inside or nothing. They just told the baby, told the car, and mama probably came out like, what the hell? Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and play it because mama look a little.
9, a car towed away with a 3-year-old still inside and the mother behind bars tonight, accused of leaving her baby in the car to go get a drink at the bar. Fox 26's Abigail Dye joining us live with this story. Abigail.
Anthony, police say it was just after midnight that they got this call saying that this mother left her 3-year-old child locked in that car and was arrested at a nearby bar. This is Brandy R. Brown. Police say she illegally parked her Acura along Wheeler around midnight Sunday night into Monday, leaving her 3-year-old locked inside, and then went to a bar about a block away. Then a tow truck driver came along and towed her car. The district attorney says the driver stopped after half a mile to secure the vehicle and realized there was a baby locked inside, then called police. The DA says the child was checked out by medics and released to a family member. We went to Brown's residence to see if they might be there, but got no answer. Records show in February, Brown was arrested for a DWI and convicted of that crime last month. Her license is currently suspended.
Brandy Brown, your protected person is minor child.
Now, it is not clear if Brown was driving the vehicle last night since her license is suspended, but records do show that she posted her $7,500 bond tonight and she should be walking out of this jail at any point. We'll keep you updated as this story continues to develop. Reporting live downtown, Abigail Dye, Fox 26.
Please tell me what pimp went and paid her. What pimp daddy said? What pimp daddy decide she need to be back on the street to make him his money? I'm just saying. Y'all know I don't like to talk about folks, but I don't give a damn when you done did something wrong. I will talk about you. Okay? Y'all do something wrong and end up on PGT time, and you did something wrong by your kids, baby, I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about how you used to come on, watch the show. We loved you so much. Then all of a sudden, look at your ugly ass. That's what I'm saying. Wait a minute. Jenny's Justice said, well, we're glad that the baby was okay. Girl, yeah, we glad the baby okay. Yeah. But how about this woman looking a hot mess? Like, did they wait till she took off her wig or something and then took her mug shot? Or did she go in there looking like that? And again, what pimp daddy decided to go and post her bond so she come back and work on the streets? Cause that's what she looked like. Like you literally left your child a block away. A block away. And then the news lady, poor news lady. You know, sometimes they just don't understand. They just doing their job. Just like I do my job over here on PGT time. I do my job. But at the same time, I ain't crazy. She talking about something. We don't know if she was the driver because her license was suspended. Heifer, that's when they drive the most. When their license is suspended. When they ain't got no driver's license at all. Those are the ones that's out here driving. Not the ones that got driver's license. The ones that ain't got no driver's license. Those the ones that's out here in these streets that y'all need to watch out for. I'm just saying. That's not a factor at all that her license was suspended. Who cares that her license was suspended? The fact of the matter is, which pimp daddy went and bought her out. That's all I need to know. I can care less about everything else. Ain't nobody dead. Baby alive. She alive. Pimp daddy still alive. Somebody's pimp went and bonded this woman out. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly. Allegedly. We always gotta add allegedly. Okay, y'all. We done with that story. When y'all find out who the pimp daddy was, please let me know so I can contact him, see if he want to come on the show, so he can let us know why he went and paid for her to get back out so she can go ahead and work them streets with that baby. With that baby. I'm telling y'all. She parked the car allegedly. Word on the street. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say word on the street. I'm just gonna say allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Because my mind be going and going and going and going and going. Allegedly, she parked her car on the side of the street, on the road. She was walking with trying to find a John Doe. John. We're just gonna call him Johns. She was looking for a John. She found the John. John said, come on, let me buy you a drink. That's all he had to say. She wasn't thinking about my baby in the car. And if she was, she told John, oh, don't worry about it. I locked the doors. And forgot where she parked, baby. So Pimp Daddy had to go get her. And he probably beat the brakes off of her, too. How dare you leave that baby in the car? No, Pimp Daddy said, how dare you leave that baby in the car? All right, y'all. That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get serious again. Y'all know we got to get serious again. The funeral procession. We have been hearing about this a lot on PGT time where people go to funerals and before they can make it back home, it was another shooting. During the funeral while everybody outside or at the grave site where, you know, all type of stuff goes on at the grave sites. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Good Saturday evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dave Savini. We begin with that deadly shooting during a funeral procession. We now know the woman killed in the south suburbs was headed to a funeral for her brother. Our Darius Johnson has been working this story all day and joins us from the newsroom live with what he's gathered. Darius.
Dave, good evening. The victim is 34-year-old Romisha Turner. Her brother was being laid to rest when she was killed. Now this family is dealing with 2 losses in a span of 2 weeks.
Damage on this property is what's left behind after police say Romisha Turner lost control of her vehicle when someone shot her. Around noon, Dixmoor police say they got a call for shots fired at 147th and Sealy. When they arrived, they found Turner inside of a white Jaguar. She had been shot several times. She was taken to Ingalls Memorial Hospital in Harvey, where she died. Turner was a sister, a mother, and to many, a well-known stylist. Police say she was killed during a funeral procession that just left St. Mark's Church, about 2 blocks away. This funeral was for her brother, Chevelle Carter, who was shot and killed on October 19th at 38th and Ellis. Police have not arrested anyone in his murder.
Now, we've heard from some that say this shooting was possibly in retaliation. We know at this time Chicago police, or Dixmoor police rather, are still searching for the person who fired those shots, killing Romisha. Reporting in the newsroom tonight.
Okay, y'all. So y'all saw the video clip. Now I'm finna put y'all on some game, okay? I'm put y'all on some game, and I am finna tell you all what's going on the streets. This is not here in Georgia. I can't remember exactly where this is at, but y'all know when I get started, I talk fast, so I'm gonna need y'all to keep up, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to keep up, because this is what word on the street is, okay? Y'all ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. I'm trying not to laugh, but y'all know when I get started, I got to go, because I can't forget. So I'm telling y'all, this is what word on the street is. Allegedly. I got to start with allegedly. But I'm not making this up. I promise y'all I'm not making this up. This is something that I saw on social media, word on the street, okay? So this man got hurt. This man got killed. Not her brother, but another man. Another man, I think he was murdered or something like that. And this YouTuber, podcaster, whatever, is called On the Couch, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I think it's called On the Couch. They ended up going into this neighborhood, okay? One of our neighborhoods, of course. And he sounded like he a white guy and everything, but he got his camera. He goes over there to this neighborhood. All the gangbangers out there look like allegedly. Gotta make sure I say allegedly. But to me, they look like little gangbangers. Okay? They all out there. And they are actually talking about the gentleman that got killed. Okay? And they was reenacting what happened. Oh, so did this. And then boom, he fell out. That's what they was doing. They was reenacting it. So it's on camera. They don't give a damn that it's on camera because they go viral all the time. Kids don't care no more about you putting them on camera. They think that's a good thing to do is be on camera. They don't think about the repercussions. They don't think about what's going to happen afterwards, anything like that. Well, this young lady brother, allegedly, was one of those people out there when this man did this video. And they all was reenacting what happened, laughing, kikiing. You know, I think they was even throwing up gang signs, all that stuff. Well, the very next day, boom, her brother get killed. The very next day. So when her brother got killed, we all know in our communities, majority of the time, we're not having no funerals the same day. We're not having no funerals within that same week. Sometimes some people are fortunate enough to where they can have funerals the same week, but majority of the time, No, it ain't even going down like that. We gotta wait about 2 weeks because family got to come in. Everybody got to take off of work. Wait a minute. Don't forget about me. I can't be off on that day, but I can try to make it. Okay, I got to put my time in. I got to make sure it get approved. Then I got to come up with gas to get there for the funeral. It's just all that type of stuff that we got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come on this side of town, so we can't fly. It don't make sense for us to fly because we got about 10 of us that want to come to the funeral. So we just gonna drive down there, all that type of stuff. So it takes about a good 2 weeks for us. So I'm gonna say it took about a good 2 weeks for them. So if you think about it, retaliation probably been going on in between that time. Okay, in between that time, it probably was some retaliation going on. Y'all done hit this boy. This boy gone. Which I'm talking about the young lady's brother. He gone. So probably they had to go and retaliate because he gone. Because like I told y'all, they look like they was gang related anyways. So he probably done went over there, did what they had to do, and now it's back to retaliation again. A freaking cycle. Cycle, 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 cycle. Do y'all understand this? Just because somebody in your hood or in your community, they get hit, don't go looking for the people that did it and try to hit them, because guess what? It ain't gonna end. They gonna come back and take somebody else out. And to me, that's what this looks like. They came back and got the sister. And it's so sad and unfortunate. Very sad and unfortunate. So rest in peace to this family. Now a sister is gone. She was there for her brother's funeral. This was during the procession, so they was probably on their way to the gravesite, and then boom, she got hit. Probably ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But baby, people knows. They know who you are. They, especially when you out in these streets. And I'm talking about deep, deep, deep off in these streets. You best believe somebody know who your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your god sister, your god brother, your uncle, your great auntie, your great great grandmother. They know your peoples. So I'm telling y'all, you need to be careful on what you're doing out here in these streets, baby. That's all I got to say. Tammy said everyone trying to prove they're the baddest, and the only thing happening is people keep dying. Exactly. And I'm gonna take it another step, Tammy. Not only are they trying to prove that they're the baddest, nobody wants to get humiliated. Nobody wants to get embarrassed. Nobody knows how to walk away. Nobody knows. Nobody. So you'll sit there and risk your life and your family life. You be the main one talking about, come on, y'all, let's have a gathering. Come on, y'all, let's throw a party. Come on, y'all, let's have a barbecue. Barbecue my ass. Y'all better stay our asses in the house. No, ain't no gatherings. They don't know how to act. Especially when you know that there is somebody amongst this gathering that is out there in the streets. Like, you already know before you even go to a gathering. You know, Lil John them gonna be there because that's his mama and them house, and you gonna go over there anyway. Girl, please, you better go sit down somewhere and watch the news and see what happened at the gathering, the barbecue, and say, thank God I made it out. I didn't go. You live to see another day. I'm just saying, Tammy. I'm just saying, Tammy. You know, I'm from the same place you from. I'm in Georgia now, though. You know what I'm saying? But crime happens everywhere. I would never tell people I left Saginaw because of crime. Baby, crime happens everywhere. I left Saginaw because I wanted something better for myself and for my kids when I decided I was gonna have them. But it ain't got nothing to do with crime. Cause baby, crime happening right here in Georgia too. And everywhere else. Shoot. Memphis. If you are in Memphis, please get away. Please get away. That one place I don't think I'm going to go. I'm so afraid of Memphis, baby. They stay on my radar. They stay on it. All right, y'all. We are down to our last 3 clips, baby. Y'all been rocking with me tonight. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you. But let me just go on and play this just because I love y'all. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double T. Miss Peachy. I had to. They ain't gonna monetize this video anyways. But okay, here we go. Parking lot. That's what this clip is called. For those that don't know, I name my own clips. Yes, I do. And this one is called The Parking Lot. Here we go.
Indiana man is charged with murder, accused of killing a co-worker minutes after getting off work. The victim was in the parking lot at the Cabo manufacturing building when police say a colleague shot him. Our Sabrina Franza spoke with his family.
The witnesses on scene told police that there was nothing about the conversation between the two colleagues, the victim and the suspect, that even signaled them to pay attention until they heard gunshots. Linnell Jenkins leaves behind a fiance and a baby on the way.
I had on plans on planning a baby shower, not my son's damn funeral. No!
Linnell Jenkins' mother. She was at work when she learned her son was shot.
That is not the plan that I had. My plan was to do a baby shower, not bury my son before his child got here. That is not what I had planned.
Jenkins was just finishing up his shift at around 3:30 this morning. He texted his fiance.
He never stopped talking, ever.
Minutes before the shooting, Jenkins' fiance tells us she heard from him for the last time.
5 minutes before I got the call that he passed away, he texted me, everything's normal. I'm getting ready to go to the car now. I'm getting ready to be on my way home.
Before he could drive off, we're told Jenkins got into an argument with 20-year-old Lupe McGee Jr. Police say McGee shot Jenkins multiple times with a handgun. Jenkins was unarmed.
You ain't God. You're not God. You was just a punk that put a gun in your hand. You was a coward.
Now his mother calls for justice. His fiance left to figure out how to raise their child without him.
I have to navigate trying to handle that.
McGee was arrested at his home 6 hours after the shooting. He was charged with murder, and he's being held without bond. We're in Portage, Indiana. Sabrina Franza.
Soon-to-be father was shot and killed during an argument outside a business in Portage, Indiana. And WGN's Verona Tumulty spoke with the victim's mother.
Good afternoon, guys. We spoke today with a heartbroken mother hours after she learned what happened to her son, a young man who she says was about to be a father himself.
I only had 2 sons. And for them to take one, that's just not right.
Caroline Jenkins spoke with us today about her 22-year-old son, Linnell, who lost his life this morning after being shot multiple times.
My whole family, we just like so distraught right now.
Police say it all happened around 3:30 outside the Cabo manufacturing company on Ameriplex Drive.
This was a shift change, so there were multiple employees that were out in the employee parking lot at the time. So we had several witnesses. We also had some video surveillance.
Linnell had worked there about a year. The suspect, 20-year-old Lupe McGee Jr., started in the last month, with seemingly no problems between the pair until today.
How do we get to this point? How do we get to the point where an argument turns into this type of a thing? Whether it's anywhere, whether it's a workplace or anywhere.
McGee is now facing a charge of first-degree murder, taken into custody this morning at his home in Maryville, where a handgun was also recovered.
How do a 5-minute argument lead to a murder? You murdered my son for no reason.
Caroline says Linnell was one of 6 kids.
I was hoping that they would bury me not bury them.
It's not natural to bury your kids, sure it's not.
It's not.
He's also a twin, his sister completely devastated, and Linnell, we're told, had a dream of becoming a father.
Yeah, for so long. I don't know why, but
He wanted to be a father for so long.
A dream that should have come true in a couple of months.
He was about to be a dad. Yeah, the baby due December the 26th, a day after Christmas. It's a boy, his first son, a junior.
That little boy will now have to learn about his dad from everyone who loved him.
Everybody loved Neil, though. He worked the heck out your nerves, but you would have loved him at the end.
Now, no other injuries were reported in this incident, and funeral arrangements for Linnell are still pending. We're in Portage. Bronagh Tumulty, WGN News.
I was supposed to cut that part off. Sorry. I must have doing something and forgot. But this was sad. You know, he was excited to be a dad, first time dad, and now he's not going to even get the chance to see his son born. And look how close he made it. I mean, December 26th is literally right around the corner, you know. And now this young lady, she has to care for her son on her own. Thank gosh the mother, you know, seemed like she gonna possibly be in the picture. But at the end of the day, and this is not taking anything away from the mom or anything like that, because I don't know her, she don't know me, probably don't know nothing about Peach Tea Time, but we finna try to get her to know about Peach Tea Time, because I would love for her to come on the show. So to all my workers out there that love to do some research and find people, let's see if we can find this mama so she can come on the show. But I want to make this clear. Even though we see the mother on the forefront, there are so many mothers, and I'm just calling it like it is. There's a lot of mothers out there that don't do nothing for their damn grandkids. Nothing at all. Barely babysit. Barely buy a pamper. Some of them act just like the men. I'm mad at her. I don't like her. She was disrespectful to me, so I ain't messing with her, and I ain't messing with that baby either. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of women that's out there like that. So that's why I say that this young lady has to take care of this child, regardless if his mom is there or not there, regardless if her mom is there or not there. Now she's stuck taking care of this child on her own because somebody decided to be ignorant and take him up out of here. Like the mama said, what could have went wrong in a 5-minute argument conversation that will lead you to actually want to kill somebody? Take their life completely. Like you just couldn't fight it out? Better yet, you couldn't walk away. You was at your job. You'll sit there and let y'all know sometimes I try to watch what I say, but I'ma say it. You sit there and let them white folks say whatever the hell they want to say to you at these jobs. Because the first thing you come to your crew, your job crew, and say, girl, I need my job. Yeah, he said this. Yeah, she said that. Management. I couldn't do nothing because I needed my job. But you be ready to fight a coworker and actually kill a coworker at the job. Like, you couldn't even wait till y'all got down the street, around the corner, across the street. You did it at the job. But I bet you that same person done let John go off on him because he was late for work. I'm just being honest. Because you was late for work, John just went off on you. Because you was late for work, Mark went off on you. And you didn't say nothing. But when it comes to black on black crime, baby, you can say, I don't like that shirt you got on. Boom, you gone. You can crack a joke. We play dozens all the time. All the time. Have always playing the dozens have been our culture forever. Forever and a day. Now you can't even play the dozens with nobody. They ready to shoot you. They go straight from fighting, straight from cussing you out to straight killing you. But John and Mark can go off on you, put you at risk of losing the job, and you still ain't gonna say nothing there. Which I'm not encouraging you to go off on John and Mark and lose your job. I'm not encouraging that at all. I'm just trying to make some sense out of this. That's all I'm doing. Mark and John probably look like they about 12 years old. But Mark and John got a high position that can fire your ass. And you gonna be straight, upfront, and nice and kind. And let Mark and John go off on you all day long. But the same person that's fighting the same battles as you ready to take them up out of here, baby. Whew. Tammy said, threw your whole life away over an argument, probably called his ugly ass or something dumb. Exactly, Tammy. Look, Tammy said, baby. She said, have your whole job post 15 minutes later. 15 minutes later. You best believe they posted both their jobs within 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, they ain't come back. One gone, the other one finna go to prison. Hurry up. Get your ass over there and put it on the post. The hell you waiting on? You know what I'm saying? They turn into us. They turn into us at that time. Get your ass over there and do your job before I fire you. Baby, they ain't playing, okay? All right, y'all. It is 10:20, baby. We did good tonight. We had a lot of clips. We had some new commercials and everything. So we still made it to an hour and a half, baby. I just knew it was going to be 2 hours. But an hour and a half. And we got one more clip, baby. Inmate kills inmate. You all know I do advocate for the prison inmates just as well. I was told not to call them inmates. I forgot what I was told to call them. I forgot. Oh Lord, if they gonna get me, girl, y'all, they gonna get me. They gonna get me. Shout out to Free. She has a podcast called dang, she really gonna get me. Break Free podcast. I was a guest on her podcast last year. After dealing with COVID, came up out of it and went straight to go do her podcast. Had an awesome time. Then in turn, she came on my show and let me interview her on my show. So it was dope. Make sure y'all check it out if y'all have not seen it. She was sentenced to 364 years, I think it was. It was 364 years in prison. But she ended up getting out. She did, I think, 14 years. Her boyfriend told on her. So check that out. It's on YouTube. It's on my YouTube page. It's Break Free Podcast. And her name is Free. All right. So let's get into this. Inmate kills inmate, baby. Here we go.
Exclusive. 2023 was a record year at the Cook County Jail for inmate deaths. One of the most violent, a brutal murder inside the jail's mental health hospital.
The victim was one of 18 inmates to die in custody, and today a wrongful death lawsuit was announced against the sheriff's department. Our investigator Dave Savini here now with never before seen body camera footage.
Joe and Erica, this is a case where an inmate is now charged with murder inside the jail. An inmate with a decade-long documented violent history of repeated attacks on cellmates and correctional officers. He was even issued a jail ID card alerting staff of his security threat. Despite that, he was put in a locked room with other inmates, including the man he's accused of killing.
August 8th, 2023, and chaos erupts in the mental health services wing of the Cook County Jail. An inmate being treated for mental health named Daquan Houston is put in handcuffs after sheriff's officers say he had just attacked another inmate named Johnny Hendricks, who was also getting mental health treatment. Listen as the sheriff's officer describes how Houston violently crushed Hendricks' head.
He hit him,
And when dropped on the ground, he started jumping on his head with both.
This was not just one hit and he was dead.
Mickey Fisher is Johnny Hendricks' mother.
With multiple injuries, multiple explosive impacts.
Hendricks was pronounced dead later that day. Daquan Houston is charged with his murder. The CBS News Chicago investigators found Houston had a history of attacking other inmates and even sheriff's officers inside the jail. Houston had been living for 3 years in the jail and classified with an orange alert identification card, meaning he was a verified safety and security threat.
Daquan Houston was an obvious ticking time bomb that the jail knowingly failed to defuse.
The Hendricks family announced their lawsuit today against the Cook County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Tom Dart for failing to protect Hendricks from Houston. Attorney Al Holfeld Jr. says Houston had injured at least 5 correctional officers.
They knew about him, Tom Dart knew about him since 2014 and his proclivity to violence, to repeated violence against anyone exposed to him.
CBS uncovered Houston's Illinois Department of Human Services records from 2018, stating Houston has a documented history of unprovoked psychotic symptoms of physical aggression, posing a serious threat of harm to himself and others.
So it hurts.
Hendricks' family says he had his own mental health problems and was homeless.
I don't want it to be swept under the rug, just like another person that just dies in jail.
But I had a good day, bro. I had a good day.
This is Hendricks 4 days before he was murdered. Linwood police found him sleeping in a car. He was charged with misdemeanor trespassing, but he also had a warrant in Wisconsin for missing court on a battery charge. His family says he was only supposed to be in the Cook County Jail for a short time while waiting to be extradited. Instead, he ended up in a locked room with Houston.
Just miss him, but now I'm gonna miss him forever because he's not here anymore.
The Sheriff's Office says it cannot comment on many of our questions due to pending litigation. The office strongly denies the allegations that it failed to protect. Cook County commissioners are expected to hold hearings next month about those record 18 jail deaths last year. Hendricks' family says they hope they are called to testify.
This is a lot to dissect. Tammy says, how? Why is this man in a cell with anyone? Oh, if that was my family member, that jail gonna have some explaining to do in court. Hey, Aleda. Aleda said, if they knew, why would they put anyone in a cell with him? Exactly. Now, I am not for anybody killing nobody. Nobody should kill nobody. I don't even like the death penalty thing. This boy right here, y'all could have just skipped over everything and just gone here and put him on the table and took him right on up out of here. Everybody's scared of him. Correctional officers scared of him. Police officers scared of him. Everybody's scared of him. Like, did y'all see this on camera? Or was you there watching him jump up on somebody's head? On that boy's head. I'm sorry, not somebody. On that boy's head. Like, they knew too much. First of all, they're going for mental health evaluation. Something was wrong with both of them. And you're going to put both of them in the same cell together? Just because you think they don't know each other? Newsflash, they got mental health issues. Something was bound to happen. Something was bound to happen. So why wasn't nobody there? Let's just say they saw it on camera. Why wasn't nobody there guarding this room that y'all decided to lock them in? Because they was just there for an evaluation. So someone should have been right there outside that door, making sure that they don't kill each other. I'm just going to be honest. They ain't know if old boy was going to do it or if the other old boy was going to do it. Because they both getting checked for the same thing. Mental health issues. Now, the killer, Why he was getting checked, I don't know. Y'all already knew he was crazy. Y'all already knew something was wrong with him. What he need evaluation for? Y'all don't need to evaluate him. He is showing y'all that something is wrong with him. Keep him locked up by himself. If you're not going to do that, lay his ass down on the damn table and take him out his misery. I'm just saying. It'll be better for all of us. I'm just saying. I don't like for nobody to get murdered. I don't want nobody to get killed. But if this going to save all of our lives, every last one of us, guards kill inmates all the time, try to cover it up. Oh, they hung themselves. Oh, they committed suicide. They do all that. Why y'all ain't try that with him? Then this boy could have made it home. He shouldn't even been over there with people like him. He was not a hardcore criminal. He was there on a humbug. That's what he was there on. A humbug. He probably been in and out. Y'all probably shouldn't even evaluate him for anything. Let him do his time and let him get the hell on. But now y'all want to mix and match and mingle everybody together and don't want to keep an eye on them. A lady said, have no value for Black lives. They see it as one less. You know, if they would have took Buddy on up out of here, I would have looked at it like that too later. One less. I'm sorry. This man seemed like he couldn't even be helped. What is y'all checking for? What is he being evaluated for? To see how crazy he can possibly get? Y'all know all that already too. Y'all are scared of him. I'm just saying. I don't want to put it out here and be like, kill him. Kill him. Kill him off. No, I'm not saying that because that's somebody's child. At the end of the day, it's still somebody's child. But don't put him in the midst of other people that he can harm, especially when y'all scared of him your damn self. I see y'all. I got y'all in here. I just got reminded of something that I saw. I had showed it to Pooley. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I have never, ever, when I say ever, I have never, ever heard the police say that they were scared. Never, ever have I heard the officer say they was freaking scared. And I heard it for the first time on Instagram. On Instagram. I'm trying to see. Here it is right here. I found it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me unmute it. When I tell y'all it shocked the mess out of me and Pooley, I don't know if y'all saw this. And then we're going to go after this. Because I know a lot of y'all got to be at work. I need to be up in the morning because I got to go vote. Me and my family. But y'all just got to see this. Here we go. Listen closely.
This was a shocking moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Matori trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Matori told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion. Adding, the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Shawshack. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshack suffers from mental illness. Shawshack has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshack rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation, but we will ensure the community will be safe.
Mattori says he feels the Minneapolis Police Department failed to protect his family by not arresting his neighbor when they needed them most.
If you're saying you're scared, what does that do to me? You know, like you have this body armor, you have professional training.
Dana Griffin, NBC News.
Thanks for watching.
I ain't on mute. Aleda and Tammy is like, what? What? What did they just say? Yes, you heard them very, very well, Tammy and Aleda, and everybody else that's out there watching. They are not going to go in, bust the doors down, even though they do that quite often. But they're not going to do it this time. Even though they know that he shot that man in his neck, made him fall straight back to the ground. Oh. Broken ribs, all that. But we just going to let him stay at home because he a threat. And then had the nerves, had the nerves and the audacity to say, but he's not a threat to the community. Bullshit. Baby, I don't care if I live 4 houses down. I'm leaving my community. If y'all finna let this man stay there so he can keep shooting people out the window, just randomly, oh, I don't like him. Boom. I can't stand him. Oh, she walking past, and I said hi to her, and she didn't speak back. Would you please keep your kids from off my block? Who just threw some tissue in my yard? Can I go on? Do I need to go on? Lord, somebody just dropped the Capri Sun in his yard. Why she got on purple today? Basically, that's what y'all doing. Y'all letting this man sit at home, literally, to kill us off. Ain't nobody sitting in front of this man's house because they scared. Let the police come sit in the front of this house if he wants to. Baby, y'all can get it too. And he probably done saw the video, the news, where y'all done said that y'all scared of him. I think y'all need to bust the door down. I'm just saying. Bust the door down. Let's get into these comments, y'all. That was our last clip for the night. Y'all know I can go on and on and on, especially when I'm on by myself. So Tammy said that's some bullshit. Hell. Oh, hell no. Nah. He must be related to Trump. The only man that can get away with anything and still run for president. Hilarious says, so no justice for the victim as he lays up in the hospital bed in the hospital because y'all scared? Yeah, no justice for him. I mean, the man sat there. Y'all, we gotta run that back one more time, just in case y'all didn't see. The officer acted like he had an attitude with us. Later, did you see that? Like he acted like he had an attitude with us. Like we the ones that's crazy. Literally. Like we are the crazy people. What do you mean you want me to go over there and get him? I'm not gonna go get him. That's exactly how they sounded. That's exactly how he sounded. Here it is right here. Take the mute button off. And did y'all see how he just shot him right in the neck and he fell straight to the ground just like that man did on that clip that I showed y'all. Just like that man. When he got hit with the pole or whatever that was. Here you go again. But watch the officer. when it seems like he get mad at us.
This was a shocking moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Matori trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Matori told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion, adding the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Shawshack. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshack suffers from mental illness. Shawshack has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshack rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation, but we will ensure the community will be safe.
Matori says he feels the Minneapolis Police Department failed to protect his family by not arresting his neighbor when they needed the most.
If you're saying you're scared, what does that do to me? You know, like you have this body armor, you have professional training.
Dana Griffin.
And so they finna make you go right on back to your house. They is not finna put you up nowhere. You gonna have to go home as soon as your insurance run out, okay? You're gonna have to go back home and you're gonna have to get on your knees and you're gonna have to pray and ask God to protect you because unfortunately, your officers are not trying to protect y'all. I mean, how can you sit there and say that we guarantee the community he is not a threat to the community? Yes, he is, son. What did you not just see what we saw? Did you not just see what we saw, Mr. Man? He hurt the community. Baby, I'm done. James, I ain't never heard nothing like this before. That chief needs to be fired. He sounds ludicrous. And she is not talking about the rapper. She is not talking about the rapper, baby. He sounds ludicrous. How can you ensure the community will be safe? Exactly. He can't. He can't. He can't. He's just going to try to ensure that he be safe because he ain't taking his ass up over there. Flat out. He ain't going. Lady Mitchell right here standing there scared at the podium. Turn in your badge, sir. He need to turn it in. They all need to turn it in. Whoever is in agreement over there at that police station that ain't nan one of them finna go up in there, they all need to be fired. They all need to be fired. They all need to be fired. They got them big old thing with a open the door, boom, and go right on in your house. You mean tell me y'all scared to go in? Y'all got protective gear. You got body armor to make sure that they don't hit you. Only thing that you cannot protect, and I think they do have shields to go over their head too. So I'm not understanding what y'all afraid of. Why is y'all getting a check? Pure foolishness. Exactly, Tammy. Exactly. All right, y'all. We are out of here. We're out of here. I got to get up in the morning. Y'all got to get up in the morning. And make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday for Kyla Cooper's story. Okay? Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday. That's this Wednesday. Kyla Cooper, my daughter went to tell him she was pregnant. She had no idea his other chick would pull up and take her life. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. This is gonna be a good one right here. She got a story to tell, baby. This just happened in June. May I add? This just happened. That story, and bring it back up. Kyla Cooper was murdered in June of 2024, this year. So this is still fresh. But the details, oh my gosh, the details of this story, you don't want to miss it. So I'm out of here, you guys. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all keep supporting your girl. Any type of proceeds that you guys give, any type of donations that you guys give, all proceeds will go towards PGT Time to make sure that, baby, we keep our show going over here. So we're trying to spread the awareness and keep these loved one names alive. All right. So I love y'all. We out of here. You already know what you got to do. Don't even trip. You know what you got to do. You got to listen to my babies. Here they go.
Return, please return. Please return, please return, please return.